2020 was a, well, garbage year. But it's important to recognize how it changed our lifestyles forever. Things drastically changed, from the way we seek our entertainment to the way we got our food. 2020 was a year for those to test their ingenuity and resourcefulness. Entirely new companies rose to meet new demands. Existing companies completely changed to meet new conditions. And those who couldn't adapt were left behind. Of course, entertainment was also affected by this, leading to the boom of more abstract media and changing entertainment trends permanently. 2020 was the year of Twitch streamers, podcasts, and anime. Staying home all the time, anime became more and more popular, and as a result, anime-themed content. However, even amongst the rise in anime-related content, such as VTubers, there was a podcast that stood out, called Trash Taste. 3 big anime content creators formed this group. Giguk, who has roots back to old anime YouTube, Joey, the anime man, who not only had a big YouTube channel, but an extensive knowledge of Japanese culture and language, and Connor, an amateur voice actor with a flair for anime. Even amongst these 3 interesting individuals, Connor stands out, not only as the smallest YouTuber of the 3, but also because he's often at ends with his 2 co-hosts, usually about anime tastes. Yet, compared to the other 2, Connor has seen the most growth in not only his YouTube channel, but his Twitch stream as well. Since 2020, his subscribers have doubled, while Giguk and Joey have seen about half that growth. So the question is, what caused him to skyrocket to this level of popularity, especially when compared to his other co-hosts? Well, first of all, it's because he stands out. Joey and Garnt are normally pretty in sync, at least when it comes to anime. Food is a completely different story. But Connor normally takes a different approach, and thus he stands out more as a result. However, this only explains how the initial interest would have formed, but wouldn't explain why people stayed and subscribed to him. And the big reason for that is mostly due to an interest in Japanese culture. If you've been following anime YouTube for a while, you might have noticed that the interest in Japanese YouTube has slowly changed, from anime to Japanese culture. The best evidence towards this is the growth of channels like Abroad in Japan, especially when compared to anime YouTube channels. Older weebs have started to wonder more about the culture that their regular entertainment is from, and fans look up new anime to watch during quarantine, yet are ironically met with an anime drought brought by said quarantine. So their priorities switch to non-anime subjects. So for an audience interested in Japanese culture, there's no one better than friendly Gaijin Connor to lead the way. Connor had 2 advantages that led to his success. 1, he's very likable. But more importantly, he's ignorant. Not rude, but ignorant. It's obvious he doesn't know much about the country he's living in, and doesn't have experiences in Eastern countries. He's not like Joey, who consistently traveled there as a kid, Chris, who's lived there for years, or Garnt, who has knowledge of other cultures thanks to his Thai heritage and living in China. Connor was a completely blank slate, never living outside his home country before. He's instead learning about the culture from a completely blank perspective, and is normally pretty respectful towards the culture he's learning from, despite the fact that he's learning from some of the most niche and bizarre aspects of the culture. However, the fact that he's willing to also make fun of the culture he's learning from is a huge plus. If you look at his videos at the time, you notice that there's a huge spike in videos that have the word Japan or Japanese in the title, and huge spikes in things that normally experience spikes, like collabs. There's also a noticeable exception with his video about possibly leaving Japan, not experiencing the spike. The focus of his channel switched from voice actor to friendly foreigner. For a lot of people, Connor is the vessel on which they explore these new cultures, or concepts, since they're often as ignorant as he is. It's his exploration of new concepts and cultures that are to thank for his success. This concept spread to his streaming as well, as if you look at his most viewed streaming highlights, you see him exploring a different concept that he's ignorant to: VTubers. The fact that he gets to experience these things firsthand, with an ignorance close to those watching, is what makes him such an enjoyable experience. While he was a popular YouTuber before Trash Taste, and Trash Taste was a huge boost to his career, the thing that made Connor skyrocket in popularity is this ignorance matched with his constant willingness to try new things. As he continues to explore new concepts, his channel will grow, and what's bigger is so will his audience. As they get to learn through him, and thus match his expertise level, making Connor not just a gaijin, but the gaijin, and not just for now, but for years to come. I'm America Jin. Thanks for watching.